We are at the Martinsville Speedway for the 29th and final race of Season 1 of the SCRL Wrangler Junior Busch National Series. The 6th of Colin Dryberg will be leading us to the green flag. Start beside him is the 02 of Grayson Acevedo. Newly awarded Jack Legacy, our champion, will be starting 4th. Because he has a 319-point lead, there's no way Evan Rudd can pass Jack Legacy. So Legacy locked up the championship at Hickory in the last race. So Legacy is just going for a win here. Rest of your starting lineup for the last race of the season. Got several drivers that are trying to end their season on a high note and not have a winless season. Like the 6th of Colin Dryberg, like Riley Spurley Tube, like Tony Newman, like Smith Regal, like Jay Jefferson, like Nick Kennedy, and many, many others. Keenan Busch will be starting 21st. He's the driver that won the first ever race in the Busch Series at Daytona. He'll be starting way back in 21st. It's been a fun, exhausting season. It's time for the finale. Colin Dryberg has the honors of leading us to the green, but first we got to get the command for the 29th and final time this season.
Drivers, start your engines!
Forty-two of the most elite drivers have been battling for 28 races. And the secondary series of the SCRL, Jack Legacy is our champion. But we got one race to go. Martinsville. Colin Dryberg will lead us to the green in his number 6. Pace car is in for the final time this season unless we have a caution. There's the green. We're racing for the final time this season at Martinsville for the season finale. Dryberg leads him off into turn number 1 and turn number 2 and down the backstretch for the first time under green conditions. Dryberg with a pretty good lead over Riley Spurley Tube. Riley Spurley Tube taking over second place. Coulda, woulda, shoulda won the F1 championship, but mechanical problems in that car ended his chances at Shanghai. I'll always remember that. Oh, we already got a caution. No surprise there, and here's the trouble turns 1 and 2 where they stack up and people get stuck and damaged like Keenan Busch did at the last Martinsville race. Colin Dryberg leads him off to final turn, and Dryberg will lead him to the caution flag. Will he slow up and not get damaged? Yes, he does. Good. We'll take a look and script out the first caution of the day. Looks like the 34 car, Sebastian Torres, who led us most of the way in the last Martinsville race, gets clipped in the left fender by the 39 car of Hank Willis. And Willis spins out Sebastian Torres. Torres goes up the track, and the caution lights will come on right there. It was basically just a one-car spin in turns 3 and 4, excuse me. Luckily, everybody is able to avoid. And yeah, just a one-car incident. We will take you back to the restart. Half a lap away from restarting this race, the 88 car of Keith Stevens broke a header, so yeah, not a good day for the 88 team. So he will be registered as finishing last. There he is. The 29 and the 34 are both one lap down. They'll get up to the leaders soon. And we'll get this race restarted. There it is, back to green at Martinsville. Zachary Fitzwater is trying to get a lap back in his 29 car. Fitzwater with one win this season. That was earlier in the season at Richmond. Not a successful, well, I guess you could say it is a successful season. I mean, he has a win. Not a lot of people can say that, like Riley Spurley Tube or others. Dryberg leads yet another lap in his number 6 vehicle. 8 laps complete. Riley Spurley 2 passed lap traffic, so he is now right behind Colin Dryberg. There's Matt Johnson. Has had a dismal season, but has been picking it up over the past few races. There's our champion, Jack Lagasse, trying to go around Grayson Acevedo. This is for 4th. Lagasse up to 4th. And battle for a race lead. Riley Spurley 2 has passed Colin Dryberg. We actually got a lead change here at Martinsville under green conditions. Whoa, contact between the 6 and the 16. Dryberg did not want to give up that lead, but he's just going to have to give it up because he's on the outside. And Riley Spurley 2 will lead here at Martinsville. 10 down, 40 laps to go. Into turns 1, into turn 2. Down the backstretch once again. Tony Newman has passed Jack Lagasse, so is Grayson. Jay Barker wants to join the party. Dryberg is caught back up to the back bumper of Riley Spurley 2. Oh, we just got a caution. I just noticed that. Sector 24 had problems on the backstretch, actually. All right, second caution of the day. The 16 of Riley Spurley 2 is a race leader. We'll take a look at the second caution of the day. So the 24 Jeff Ard, as the 15 Jeff of John Ard is on the pit lane entrance. And Marcus Sanchi clips the left fender of Jeff Ard, and Jeff goes for a spin in turn 2. And Jeff hits the wall right there and right there. And that is enough to trigger the caution lights. And that brought out the second caution, where we once again have a one-car incident. This will be yet another quickie caution, and we will take you back to the restart. Half a lap away from restarting this race. No one else is out of the race. We have 38 cars on the lead lap. We have 3 lap down: Zachary Fitzwater, John Ard, and Sebastian Torres. Riley Spurley 2 is our race leader. 2nd is Colin Dryberg. 3rd, Matt Johnson. 4th, Tony Newman. 5th, Grayson Acevedo. 6th, champion Jack Lagasse. 7th, Jay Barker. 8th, Kaka Silverpaw. 9th, Jay Jefferson. And 10th, Joe Jefferson. And we are back to racing at Martinsville. Zachary Fitzwater trying to get a lap back on the low lane. Dryberg trying to get a run, hoping that Fitzwater will hold up Riley Spurley 2 so he can gain on our leader. And Riley Spurley 2 clears Fitzwater. So Dryberg is now hoping that Fitzwater will move out of the way so he can challenge Riley Spurley 2 for the race. Oh, we got cars on pit road and we got a caution. Not sure what happened, but we will find out. Racing it back to the caution. Riley Spurley 2 will lead it. There it is. And we'll take a look at the 3rd caution. Whoa! Riley Spurley 2! Oh! Just barely missed James Barker. Alright, replay time. Alright, the 21 of Derek Edison, racing with Jesse Turner and Max Anderson, as John Ard hits the pit road. Looks like Jesse Turner clips the left fender of Derek Edison, and Edison hits Max Anderson. And Derek Edison goes for a little spin. Keeps on going, but as you can see, that triggers the caution, and that is really it. We didn't have no major thing happen like our normal wrecks. So, yet again, another quickie caution. We are going to get this race restarted with 27 laps to go. The 15 of John Ard has been disqualified for some reason. Whoever makes these tracks, you guys must be high when you do that, because this is the 3rd time we've been to Martinsville, and this is the 3rd time someone's been disqualified. And this track is really buggy. I don't know why. Back to racing at Martinsville. I mean, no disrespect to anybody that makes tracks, but, I mean, Jesus. Do you not do your work? I mean, check your work before you upload it? Jesus. Riley Spurley 2 battling Ding Drinker. Ding Drinker's trying to get back on the lead lap. Dryberg is trying to get around Sebastian Torres. So he can... Oh, caution is out yet again. Why, I have no idea. Ding Drinker trying to get a lap back. He's got to beat Spurly Tube, and no, he does not. No lap back for Ding Drinker as he goes into grass, and will get stuck probably. Oh, nope, he does not. All right. We'll see what. Whoa. We'll see what brought out the fourth caution. All right, the 24 of Jeff Ard. They just get the green. Nick Kennedy comes down the track into Max Anderson. Max Anderson into Jeff Ard. And Jeff Ard spins out Max Anderson. Oh, and Marcus Sanchi gets damage. Jeff Ard gets a little piece again. Everybody keeps going, but that is enough to trigger the caution yet again. Oy. And we'll take it back to the restart. And we are back. We're going to have one of those wacky restarts where lap down drivers are on the outside as well as on the inside. Dryberg actually pitted during the caution and is back in 24th. Has a lot of damage. You know, next time we go to Martinsville, I'm going to use a different track because this track is broken 1995. Hey. We're back to racing to Martinsville. But the AI is just really bad. This is on 90%. And they even do this on 70. Race probably 2 by race leader. 20 laps to go. Got a lap down car between him and Tony Newman. Ben all over Irvine on the inside trying to pass Ding Drinker. This is for position. Both a lap down. And we complete a lap in the green. Yay. 19 to go. Oh, another caution is out. Cautions breed cautions. And Riley Spurly Tube will once again lead up to the caution flag. And we'll take a look and see what brought it out. Evan Road racing with Jesse Turner. This is Turner's second caution he's been involved in. Turner just clips the bumper of Evan Rudd. And spins him out right in front of A.J. Jones. Oh, Tim Randolph. Hard impact. So we have a spin, and Randolph getting damaged. Whoa, White Lion. Oh, barely misses. Hank Willis does as well. Oh, thankfully everybody else does. Let's just get this race over. Let's take it back to the restart. And we are back. We're going to get the green with 13 laps to go. Will be a lucky or unlucky number for these drivers. Probably unlucky. No one else is out of the race. We have 23 cars left on the lead lap. Rice Pulley 2 is our race leader. Second is Tony Newman. Third, Jack Legacy. Fourth, Keka Silverpaw. Fifth, Joe Jefferson. Sixth, Smith Regal. Seventh, Josh Parker. Eighth, Dylan Therox. Ninth, Nick Kennedy. And 10th, Keenan Busch. We're back to racing at Martinsville. And at turn number 1, Ding Drinker still trying to get a lap back. So is Matt Johnson. And everybody on the low lane. And at turn number 3, Ding Drinker dives it on in at turn 3. Want to get back on the lead lap. Hoping, praying for a caution right now because he would get a lap back. But he will not get a caution now. And at turn number 1, Rice Pulley Tube with Tony Newman right back behind him. Spurly Tube made a peek. Trying to lap Ding Drinker. Ding denied him so far. And to turn number 4, we complete yet another lap under green. Next time by, it'll be 10 laps to go in this season. Who will win the season finale? Oh, we got live traffic. Evan Rudd back on the track. Not having a good day for him. He's going to slow up Ding Drinker, and Ding's going to go wide. Oh, Evan Rudd comes back to pit road. Just trying to survive. Matt Johnson trying to get the lap back. Joe Jefferson is now in third. Jack Legacy is back to fourth. There's Jay Jefferson. Came into this race hoping for maybe win. He's been involved in several cautions and is a lap down. Right, SCRL Tube is just driving away. 9 laps to go here at Martinsville. Ding Drinker. If there is any time that he is hoping, pleading, praying for caution, it's now, because he is on the tail end of the lead lap. He's basically leading this race, but you saw Evan Rudd. He's just repairing damage, just driving around, trying to survive. Jack Legacy wants to get around Joe for third. Not that he needs it, because he's already the champion. Tony Newman trying to catch Riley SCRL Tube. These two drivers battling to try and get their first career Busch Series win. Tony with a look in the low lane. Riley SCRL Tube with a block. Into turn 1. Be 6 laps to go this time by. Down the back stretch. Tony Newman wiggles, goes up the track, loses ground on Riley SCRL Tube. 6 laps to go. And season 1 of the Busch Series. And this season will come to a close. Down back stretch once again. Tony Newman dives it on in, trying everything he can to get around the 16 car. Not enough. SCRL Tube keeps the advantage. 5 laps to go. They've put some space in between them and everybody else. Jack Legacy is being passed by Kaka Silverpaw. This is for 4th. So Jack Legacy back a spot. So it's a 2-car race. It looks like Ding Drinker won't get his caution and won't get his chance of getting spots. 4 laps to go. For Riley SCRL Tube and Tony Newman. Newman trying everything he can to get around the 16, but the 16 pulls away from him out of turn 2. Down the back stretch. Be 3 laps to go for Riley SCRL Tube. Can he hang on for his first career Busch Series win? Has not had the best of seasons. Tony Newman is closed right back up on him again. Tony Newman dives it on in. Going to try and give him the bump and run. Going to try and get him loose. 2 laps to go. Both these drivers fighting hard for their first Busch Series win. They have not had a good season, either of them. Tony Newman goes wide once again. That's going to allow Riley SCRL Tube to pull away. Jay Jefferson back there, but he's a lap down. Tony Newman dives it on into turn 3. Oh, he's so close. White flag, 1 lap to go for Riley SCRL Tube. And season 1 of the SCRL Busch Series. And to turn 1 for the final time. Tony Newman dives it on in. You got to do what you got to do. Down the backstretch for the final time. Tony Newman's got 2 more chances, but I don't think he can do it. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. It took 29 races, but Riley SCRL Tube will finally get his first career Busch Series win. Here at here at Martinsville. We actually finished the race under green conditions. Wow. Here's our race results. Riley SCRL Tube scores his first career SCRL Wrangler Jeans Busch National Series win in the season finale of Season 1. Tony Newman came oh so close, finished 2nd. 3rd, champion Jack Legacy. 4th, Kaka Silverpaw. 5th, Joe Jefferson. 6th, Josh Barker. 7th, Smith Regal. 8th, Dylan Therox. 9th, Nick Kennedy. And 10th, A.J. Jones. We had 22 drivers finish the race on the lead lap. Al Legacy, in fact, did finish, so ignore that. Yeah, a lot of drivers down laps, and Derek Edison actually out because he was disqualified as well. Why, I have no idea. And Keith Stevens will once again finish dead last here at Martinsville. So that concludes the 29th and final race of Season 1 of the SCRL Wrangler Jeans Busch National Series. We'll go to victory lane for the very first time this season and the last time this season. with Riley Spurley Tube. Here are the point standings after the 29th and final race of the season at Martinsville. Jack Legacy is, of course, our season champion, season 1 champion. He locked up the title at the second to last race at Hickory. So Jack Legacy had 29 starts, 3 wins, 9 top 5s, and 14 top 10s. He won the title by 388 points over second place Josh Barker, who gained 4 spots in the last race. He had 1 win, 5 top 5s, and 10 top 10s. Keenan Busch finished third in points. He dominated most of the season, but during the later half, he struggled. Keenan had 1 win, the season opener at Daytona. He had 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s. Fourth is Tim Randolph, 1 win, 4 top 5s, and 11 top 10s. Fifth was Max Anderson. He had 1 win, 6 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. Sixth in points, Evan Rudd, 2 wins, 7 top 5s, and 10 top 10s. 7th, Luke Rainey, no wins, but he had 5 top 5s and 10 top 10s. 8th, Nick Kennedy, no wins, so he has a winless season, no top 5s and 8 top 10s. 9th, Kaka Silverpaw, 1 win, 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s. 10th, Alexander Rowe, 1 win, 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 11th, Al Legacy, brother of Jack, he had 1 win, 5 top 5s and 9 top 10s. 12th was Cole Nixley, no wins, 6 top 5s to 10 top 10s. 13th, Smith Regal, no wins, 4 top 5s and 9 top 10s. 14th, John Ard, he had 1 win, 3 top 5s and 10 top 10s. 15th, Hank Willis, no wins, 3 top 5s and 10 top 10s. 16th, Zachary Fitzwater, 1 win, 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 17th, Tony Newman, no wins, but he had 5 top 5s and 7 top 10s. 18th, Jay Barker, he had 1 win, 6 top 5s, and 9 top 10s. 19th, Kyle Metz, 1 win, 3 top 5s, and 8 top 10s. 20th, Brian Fox, he had 1 win, 3 top 5s, and 6 top 10s. 21st, Sebastian Torres, he had no win, but he did win an LCQ, so you could say he had 1 win, 3 top 5s, and 8 top 10s. 22nd in points, Kaka White Lion. She had no points paying race wins, but she had 2 LCQ wins. She had 2 top 5s and 8 top 10s. 23rd, Joe Jefferson. He had 2 points paying race wins and also an LCQ win, so you could say he won 3. He had 5 top 5s and 8 top 10s. 24th, Riley Spurley Tube scored the win in the season finale, so he will have a win in this season, of course. 1 win, 4 top 5s, and 8 top 10s. 25th, Ben Love Irvine, who won at Martinsville, the first event. 1 win, 3 top 5s, 8 top 10s. 26th in points, Jeff Ard. He had no wins in a points-paying race, but he did have an LCQ win. He had 5 top 5s and 7 top 10s. 27th, Eli Bright, our winner at Bristol in the second event, had 2 top 5s and 4 top 10s. 28th, Jay Jefferson, no wins, no LCQ wins. He had 1 top 5 and 6 top 10s. 29th, Jesse Turner. He had 2 points paying race wins, but he also had an LCQ win. He had 2 top 5s and 5 top 10s. 30th in points was Dink Drinker. No points paying race wins, but he did win an LCQ event. 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s. 31st, Derek Edison. No wins. 2 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 32nd in points, A.J. Jones. Had 1 points paying race win and had 4 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 33rd in points, Colin Dryberg. No wins, but he did have a LCQ win. He had 1 top 5 and 4 top 10s. 34th, the all-time race winner, Chuttle. He had 2 wins as well as an LCQ win. He had 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s. 35th in points, Dylan Therox. 20 no wins, 2 top 5s and 5 top 10s, but Dylan did have 2 LCQ wins. 36th in points, Aiden Shepard. No wins, 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s. 37th in points, Marcus Sanchi. No wins, no top 5s, and 3 top 10s. 38th in points, Todd Kennedy, who won at Charlotte in the first event. Had 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s. 39th in points, James Barker. A winless season for him. 1 top 5 and 5 top 10s. 40th in points, Grayson Azevedo. He had 1 LCQ win. 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s. 41st in points, Matt Johnson. He had 1 win, but he also had 2 LCQ wins. He had 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s. And last in points, Keith Stevens. No wins, no LCQ wins, no top 5s, and 2 top 10s. Go to our general stats. Most wins, Jack Lagacy with 3. Evan Rudd, Jesse Turner, Joe Jefferson, and Chuttle with 2 apiece. Most top 5s, Jack Lagacy with 9, Evan Rudd with 7, Cole Nixley, Jay Barker, and Max Anderson with 6 apiece. Most top 10s, Jack Lagacy with 14, Tim Randolph with 11, Cole Nixley, Evan Rudd, and Hank Willis with 10. Most poles, that's at random because we don't do qualifying. Most laps completed, Cole Nixley, 964, Luke Grady, 954, Keka Silverpaw, 950, Jack Lagacy, our champion, 929, Al Lagacy, 926. Most laps led, of course, our champion, Jack Lagacy. He led 114. Chuttle led 63. Zachary Fitzwater led 59. Benelove Irvine led 52. Max Anderson, 50. Most miles completed, Cole Nixley with 658. Luke Rainey, 648. Keka Silverpaw, 640. Jack Lagacy, 640. And Josh Barker, 632. The fastest average speed was Charlotte Motor Speedway, the second event, won by John Art, 182.153 miles per hour. The slowest average speed, Richmond Fairgrounds, won by Max Anderson, 44.165 miles per hour. The biggest margin of victory was Martinsville, 3.8 seconds. The closest margin, of course, IRP, 5 1,000ths of a second. Fastest and slowest poles, same thing, because we skipped qualifying. Most lead changes, Charlotte, 14 lead changes, the first event. Most leaders, of course, the first event, Charlotte once again, 12. Most yellows, Richmond Fairgrounds with 7. Most cars running, South Boston with all 42. Most DNFs, Daytona, 25. So that concludes Season 1 of the SCRL Wrangler Jeans Busch National Series. Hopefully everybody enjoyed this series, despite the LCQs. And once again, the recap, Jack Lagacy is our Season 1 champion. So the Lagacy brothers have won back-to-back championships in the Indy Series and now in the Busch Series. So hopefully everybody had a fun season. And we'll see you next for the sign-up video for whatever series you want to do. And until then, keep the hammer down and we'll see you at the track.